What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be telling you how I made Tiger Band. So it all started off in high school, and for the longest time I actually wanted to go to Southern University. I was in love with HBCUs and I wanted to march in an HBCU style band. But when I started applying for colleges and I got my acceptance letter from LSU and they sent me my scholarship package, I was like, hey, man, LSU might sound like the move. And plus, my brother already went to LSU and was in the band as well as a band manager, and he told me about how when he was playing and Joe Burrow was throwing them bombs in the field, I was like, dang, man. So I went to LSU, and the process for auditioning started around May, where the application came out, and then they started having their first clinics periodically throughout the summer. So they came out with the audition packet, all the stuff you had to learn, and there was some stuff that was necessary for the audition, and then some stuff that was necessary for like later on, like if you make the line in the season. I pretty much learned everything that was in the packet. So I went out and I was planning on auditioning for snare drum and tenors. The first few clinics or whatever, we were going through the packets, they were looking at my hands, and then one guy who was a senior, actually the section leader, he told me, he was like, Dylan, you're too stiff, you need to fix your hands. Man, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm good at the drums, man. Like, I know what I'm doing. So I was like real try hard. Like, I was just so adamant about getting it right, and I played all the music right, but my technique was just a little bit off. If you can see in the videos, look, I was like real stiff, like arms tucked out like this. You know what I'm saying? And on snare, it was kind of decent, still just a little bit stiff. We get to audition day, which was in August, but the whole time they're looking at you. Like from the start of May when they have the first clinic till the end of summer, they're watching. Okay, like the audition starts as soon as you get there because they're looking at your hands. They're already gonna know. They're taking notes whole time. You feel me? But like anything can happen on audition day. In my mind, I already knew. I was like, dang, it's a bunch of seniors on this line. These seniors, they might come in and freaking blow me out the water. So I was like, I gotta bring my A game. Where everybody was warming up, let everybody warm up. Then they're like, okay, we want. And they just started straight off with the individual auditions. You go in, we play the prepared piece, which that prepared piece, I made sure I got it right, played it, learned it, all the stuff. Then I played a warm up for them, for the judges. I was standing in front of the judges. I played some sight reading, and then we went into where they looked at the whole group. So I was playing with the whole group, still stiff, whatever. So they come out and they say who made the tenor line, and they were going through the names, and my name didn't get called. My heart dropped. I was like, okay, we still got snare. Did the same process with the snares. They would do callbacks. So like they would have everybody line up, play, and they would call people in and out because they didn't have enough snares, and then they were like send people out that like they knew were good, and then they would like narrow it down. So it was like me and this other guy, and they were like kind of narrowing it down, or me and two other guys, and they were narrowing it down. And then they sent me out, and it was last two. So I was like, dang, I don't know. They listed all the names. My name wasn't on the list. So at this point, I'm like, bro, what do I do? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? They didn't call my name. And I was like, bro, what am I going to do? I didn't make the drum line. I don't know how to play bass or cymbals. Like, what am I supposed to do right now? Like, I was literally going crazy. I was like, oh, I want to make this so bad that I didn't, So then I'm like, man, I'm just have to go throughout college, not being in the band, audition next year. So I called my cousin, my brother, and my other cousins, and they were like, look, just try out. Like, try the bass drum. See if you make it. So then I go back in, I'm like, look, I'm going to just sight read this bass drum music. So I'm like playing through it. And then there's one senior, and he's like, that's this guy, Larry. If you're watching this, shouting you out right now. So Larry, he was standing by the door. I was trying to go last. Like, I wanted to go last. But he was like, no, I'm going last. I was like, bruh. But what he did was he helped me through the audition piece, like the prepared piece, the section of show music that we had to play for bass drum. And he helped me on that. So we were going through it, playing it on my chest, all that. So I was just like, at this point, I don't care. I didn't make snare, didn't make tenor. I'm just go in and play. Walk in, play the warm-ups, but I was loud. Like, I was really confident. I was like, I don't care. I'm just beat the mess out this drum. I was like, and I learned bass drum 4. For some reason, number 4 was like calling my name. The music for bass drum 4. Bro, this was mess. Come on. Get away from me. I'm gonna punch you right. Play with me, bro. But I'm in the bass drum audition now, and I'm beating the mess out the drum. Like, I do not care, bro. Like, this is my last chance. Like, I'ma just go all out. Like, it was no nerves, it was no nothing. I was just like, man, I don't care. I'ma just play. So, in the audition room, I'm sitting there. It was real easy because I played jazz in high school, so sight reading was always easy. And then doing like honor band in high school, sight reading, that's cake. So, and then especially with bass drum music, you're only playing like one note every measure. Simple stuff. And then we do like the group audition, playing the drum, still beating the mess out of it. You know what I'm saying? They can actually hear me on the drum. Everybody else kind of playing quiet. I'm like, what y'all playing quiet for? You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really thinking about that. I was just playing like, at this point, I don't care. I'm gonna just go. So, playing the bass drum. I'm like, man, I didn't make snare, didn't make tenor. Like, I'm not expecting them to call my name. So I'm standing out there. And then, because my name is Dylan Badgeron, start with a D. So they go, I guess they go in alphabetical order. I was standing there, and then they said Dylan Badgeron. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, I freaking made the drumline. What? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I just made the drumline off shit reading. So then, after the fact, I go talk to the section leaders, and like, you were the only one that actually played the drum. Like, you hit the drum hard, and like, nobody else wanted to play the drum. Dylan, you actually played the drum. You know? And I was like, what? I freaking made the drumline. I sight read it. I have not looked, mind you, that whole summer, I did not look at the bass drum music at all. It was just straight snare drum, tenor drum. So I went in there, sight read that mud, and made that mud. So this was my freshman year. Sophomore year, I did the same thing, made bass drum again, because I love bass drum. I'm not gonna cap. Bass drum is like so fun to just beat that drum. And then my junior year, what y'all familiar with is me on tenors. And if y'all want me to go through that, you gotta stay tuned for the next video. But yeah, that's how I made Tiger Band as a freshman, sight reading. That confidence was key. On me playing bass drum, the fact that I actually played the drum and had good technique, because the reason I didn't make snare and tenor was because my technique was just a little bit off. I had the chops, I had all the stuff, but my technique did not match up with everybody else. And that technique is different with every drum line, you know? So first of all, technique, confidence, and know how to sight read, you know? So yeah, man, that's how I made Drumline my freshman year, LSU Drumline. Stay tuned for the next videos from my sophomore and junior years.